best.
I love TradeCaster.
Happy Saturday, everybody. Just a friendly reminder.
Over the past 12 months, how much money did you make day trading using your strategy? 551,000.
That kind of money, it's like, you know what you're doing.
Sean knows his stuff.
So this is exactly how I did it.
Perfect.
I want everyone to go trade.
Go! Let's go! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Anything else?
It wasn't pleasant. That was during lunch hours.
Take some pictures.
Now we're up $1,200.
We got some action right here.
$2,000, $767.
If I tell you how I was able to do this, go out and make that money, make a killing.
Can we start getting ourselves in the green somehow? Get it, people! A bot sell man making HUDI $1,000. Ollie with a $327 trade. Boom, guys. $989 profit. $2,600. Oh, baby! Oh, baby! Oh, baby! You guys want to see something good today? We're bringing something good to the house. All right, traders. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Here we go. I got to get myself absolutely jacked up today. Yesterday, we locked in $5,967 in trading profits. Today, we're looking to break that. Today, we're looking to break $5,967. Today, we want to be able to surpass this number. This is one of the hottest markets we have seen in probably the last 3 months. This market is absolutely diabolical. It is insane. We are seeing so many breakouts, so many short squeezes, so many big opportunities. But we want to make sure going into right now, in the next 10 seconds, we have the 8 a.m. press release wave. And with the 8 a.m. press release wave, guys, we got to be watching the news scanner. We have CWD, which is hot. Let's see if anything new or fresh comes on out. And let's get prepared to absolutely crush it. Guys, today's a massive day. We want to try to make as much money as we possibly can. Let's get ready to do this together. You guys ready for it? So, 8 a.m. press release wave coming on out right here and right now. Let's see if we get anything big. We've been seeing crypto be big, Chainlink be big, Solana be big, things like that be really big. Phase 1 study, Zone. This stock is already up 57%. Zone, again, had a press release yesterday to do Body, B-O-D-I, game-changing wellness, launches server power for AI. We have right now CWD still one of the top plays out there at this moment. HYPD talking about DeFi. Let's see if anything big goes off. See if anything massive starts spiking right again this right at this 8 o'clock area. So I'm just looking at, you know, the fresh brand new news that just has come on out. Zone has already been a top gainer, right? So Zone has already been a top gainer. It did just have news at 8, but it's already kind of been like floating around as a top stock. Let's see if anything else comes on out. BSGM enters into an exclusive partnership with StreamX. So again, StreamX really isn't like, it's not like you guys are in love. Oh, I love StreamX. It's just a random partnership. DOMH applauds American Bitcoin's NASDAQ debut. Bitcoin's been a really hot, you know, kind of title word recently. Sometimes you could get some big spiking and big ripping on from that. Like right now, CWD is one of the best press releases out there. CWD said that they bought a ton of Chainlink. Chainlink is a cryptocurrency. Probably the number like 8 top cryptocurrency in the world. So a lot of times we've been seeing, you know, hey, we buy a lot of Ethereum, stock goes on a crazy spike and rip and run. Hey, we buy a lot of Bitcoin, stock goes on some sort of crazy spike and rip and run. Hey, we buy whatever, stock goes on a very big spike and rip and run. So the thing is that I want every single person to be aware of is we are definitely looking to see if we get this 8 a.m. press release wave. If we don't have any hot news at 8 o'clock, that's okay for me, right? ADN starting to get a little action. ADN just went from $3 up to $5 back on down. ADN a little bit bigger in float. Let's just see if that one can catch a little bit of fire first. I would honestly rather have a slow 8 o'clock right now. I would rather have a slow 8 o'clock so we could play the game of catch up. Get everyone on the same page. I would like to be able to get everyone on the same page over the next 20, 30 minutes. Maybe look for a trade that we can get ourselves involved in and then of course go from there. So team, right now, it does not seem like we have anything going nuts over on the 8 a.m. press release wave, but now we can take this time to recap. I hope you guys are excited about today. Let's smash that thumbs on up if you guys haven't yet. Hit that like button, get excited. Yesterday we were just shy of $6,000 and today is going to be just as crazy. So let's just play a little bit of rewind real quick. All right, can we do that, guys? Does everyone mind if we just take a step back here for a second and talk about how in the world did I make $6,000 yesterday? How in the world, like, are we making this cash? Why is this market so hot? If you were not here yesterday, you may have missed out on one of the biggest days of the year, which is going to take into today. Now, what do we have? OCTO. OCTO yesterday, for anyone who was absent, went all the way from the price of $1 and spiked up towards the price of $83. Traders, this stock was trading at the price of $1.71. It ran up to $83 in one day. So let's play the what if game. What if you bought this stock at the price of $1.50 with $1,500? Does anyone here have $1,500 in their account? If you had $1,500 in your account yesterday, and you somehow bought OCTO near the bottom, you could have been able to turn about $1,000 into over $80,000 in one day. That's what's so insane about the stock market. This is a real play. This is a real spike. This is what we saw yesterday. 1,000 shares in the $1 region, a less than a $2,000 investment could have made you over $80,000 yesterday. Guys, imagine if you had 2,000 shares, $160,000. Imagine if you had an $8,000 account, right? And you were able to buy 4,000 shares. You could have been able to make nearly $1 million yesterday. This is what's so insane about the stock market. People do this. Now, I'm not saying anyone is nailing the exact low to the exact high, but I will say people nail the meat of the move. If we see a stock go from $1 to $80, there's people out there that are going from $14 to $40. There's people going from $40 to $60, right? For me, I was just, again, I shorted this play a few times. I shorted this play at $54, and again, it dropped on down towards around, $40, and I was able to make, $5,000. So the thing is, there was a lot of opportunity over on this play. It's not always about nailing the lowest point to the highest point, but just trying to get your fix, trying to get, again, some of that meat off the bone, trying to be able to get a nice opportunity. And this play right here set the market on fire. OCTO, the moment this stock came on out and went on this big rip and run, everything started going crazy. Now, already today, traders, what have we seen? We've seen today DSY. DSY went from $1 to $40 at 4 a.m. this morning. No news, no credibility, no reasoning. STEC went all the way from last night, 72 cents up to $7. Traders, can you guys see how this is one of the biggest life-changing days that we have? We have stocks going from $1 to $9, $1 to $80, $6 to $40. We are seeing plays can double, triple, quadruple your accounts today. We could see that happen. So I want you guys to be on top of that and go into that mindset saying, all right, this market is not like a normal market. We have the summer is over. People are back to trading. Volatility is high, and we have short squeezes happening all over the place. Already today, right? Already today, we could see that we had DSY go all the way from $1 to $40. No news, no credibility. STEC went from 75 cents up to $7. No news, no credibility. We are having CWD right now go from $2 to hitting new highs at this moment up towards $11.80, $12. This thing is still going. So the thing is, traders, what do you guys realize? This stock is spiking. Now, this one is spiking because it does have some credible news. We do have CWD still trying to spike and rip and run. I would give this one a price target up near around $15. $15, next natural resistance line. I love shorting, okay? I absolutely love shorting, but it is scary to short these plays, guys. It is scary to short these plays. The reason why it's so nerve-wracking is how many times have you guys shorted, let's say already today or yesterday, and the stock goes up higher than what you expect. I believe, again, CWD, the stock has gone from $2 to $5 to $10. Next shorting opportunity is $15. But to be honest with you, I wouldn't be shocked if it goes above that. So is it easier to maybe just jump in with the buying wave? Is it easier just to say, hey, Dek, let's just buy all these plays rather than go against them and short them? Because right now, again, CWD is going bonkers. So it's scary. Yep, it's scary to go on the short side. It's scary to go on the long side. It's scary to do both. But let's see, how high can this play get up to? $15, $15.40, some strong resistance. As long as you have a stop loss, you should be okay. So like, I would be saying, let me always just kind of play this safe. We do have tons of resistance. Where at? Here's the resistance, 1525. Here's resistance up there around 1580. See all these upper shadows over here? Those are going to be strong resistance lines. Those are going to be strong areas of trouble. So again, CWD so far, stock is absolutely exploding and going nuts and has already ripped on up to 1429. I am not opposed to go ahead and short this play, but at the same time, guess what? I need to short this play. CWD at, an area I really feel confident about. I would say probably above 16 bucks. I think it's going to go up towards around 1590. Let me go up towards like 1680. I'm always going to go a little higher than probably what I think today. Now, let's just see if I want to short this play. CWD. Deck, how many shares would you want to short on this play? Probably 1,500 shares is a good amount right there. But the most important thing is to have a stop loss. You have to have a stop loss today. If you do not, and you are not good with getting in or out of plays, you could be getting yourself in a whole lot of trouble. $36 to go ahead and short, this play. I like it. CWD, I'm going to locate those shares, $36, and see what we can do. So again, guys, CWD is already kind of going crazy on this play. Stock is ripping and running up towards around 1380 at this moment. I will again start putting in 250 share increments. I'm actually going to go higher. Again, I would rather play as safe and stupid as possible. Now I'm going to go up to 1690. 250 shares on the short side. I'm going to go up towards 1740, 250 shares on the short side. I'm going to go up to 1780 just in case things go nuts, just in case things go crazy. I'm going to try to get near a top. Now again, deck, that could be way too high. You may not get filled. Guys, if I don't get filled, no harm done. I made $6,000 yesterday. If I don't get filled as this stock spikes up towards around $17, $18, then you know what? I don't lose any money. You know what's the best thing about, again, being able to jump in on dip buys or jump in on shorts is I can set my shorts up so high that guess what? If I get filled, I'm getting filled after the stock has already spiked up 700% at brand new record highs, after a short squeeze, after the stock is overextended with the odds that this stock will fade and fall. If we see a $4 rip right here coming on up, I would feel, hey, you know what? It's worth a shot for me to give it a chance. That's what I'm feeling. So again, when I take a look over on CWD and I see a play that's up 500% already, and I'm nervous and I'm scared of, okay, which way is this going to go? Should I short it right now? I don't want to get caught up in a short squeeze. Let me put up at an area where would be the top of the short squeeze. And if I don't get filled, no harm done. I don't lose any money. But if I do get filled, at least I have the odds in my favor. Same exact thing if you want to look for a dip buy. Hey, Deck, this stock CWD has gone from $2 and has spiked all the way up towards around 15 bucks. I want to look for a dip buy. Look for a dip buy all the way back down towards around like 850. Look for a dip buy all the way back down to $9. Deck, the stock's at 12 bucks though right now. It would have to fall 3 bucks. Guys, this stock again started this morning at $2. It's all the way up to 15 bucks. Do you not think we're going to fall $3? And again, after falling on down to $8.75, $9, you have an area where you have the odds in your favor now. Do you want to know why most people lose? Because they say, CWD is up at 1370. I'm buying right now. Well, why are you buying? Well, I'm buying because I hope it goes up more. For me, my trading strategy that I like is I like putting at areas that are so high. If I get filled, guess what? I'm happy with it. Same exact thing with my dip buys. If I get filled on my dip buys, you know what? It's so high, no problem. That's what I like to do at least. I like to, again, put them up so high or so low that, you know what? If I get filled, the odds are in my favor. Does that make sense, everyone? So right now, we did just get up towards a high around 1543. 1543, little upper shadow right there. Stock, again, still keeping this one on high watch and high alert. For anyone, I just want to be transparent because I want to bring over my position box. I did take one small trade today. I lost $127. So I did take one small trade today where I lost 127 bucks. Nothing really too bad in any sort of way. But right now, CWD is by far the hottest play. So CWD, if that one ever short squeezes up towards like $18, that's where I'm going to start looking to get filled on this play. Other than that, I'm probably going to sit back on this one, not again touch this one because I don't want to get caught up in a short squeeze and possibly go down a ton of money. There was a point yesterday, if you guys were watching, or if you guys were again watching Stock Twits yesterday, I was live. I was down 3,000 bucks at a point. So one time the stock started going against me, I was down $4,000 or $5,000. Now, again, I stuck to my game plan. I got out of that play. I looked for a new entry. I was able to get filled at some awesome entries, and I was able to make nearly $6,000 in profit yesterday. But again, I can't fall into the habit of getting emotional. I can't fall into the habit of FOMO, the fear of missing out. I can't say to myself, hey, you know what? If I don't jump in now, I'm going to miss it. The stock market hasn't even opened yet, right? That's the thing, guys. I always think about this as almost like, imagine us going to an NFL football game. Okay, imagine us going to an NFL football game right here, right now. And right now we're tailgating. You always have that one friend that's saying, let's go into the stadium now. Let's go. Come on, let's go in the stadium now. The game doesn't even start for another hour and a half. We don't have to go into the stadium now. We don't have to trade right now at this moment. We don't have to pull the trigger. The game doesn't even start for another hour and a half. I can guarantee we are going to have new opportunities over the next 90 minutes. And after the next 90 minutes, we are going to have even more opportunities. So the thing is, if you have not pulled the trigger on CWD yet on the long side or the short side or whatever side, it's okay. You don't have to have that FOMO. Right now, it's just, again, the tailgate. Hey, if we have some fun during the tailgate, that's amazing. If we don't, we have the game coming on up, and that's going to be fun regardless. So, CWD right here is the number one hottest play and the stock that, again, I want you guys watching and focusing on. But this whole entire market has been going crazy simply enough because of OCTO yesterday. OCTO set the tone yesterday, and now every single trader is buying like they've never bought before. Now, the good news is you can make money on both sides, as I stated. Both sides. So, traders, let me just kind of run through this real quick. Everyone take a look at the top gainers here, okay? What do we have? Looking at the top gainers, we have OCTO. This stock, we'll see if this one can hold 50 bucks. No matter what, OCTO is going to be on a hot watch today. No matter what, OCTO is going to be a play that we want to focus on. DSY, we really don't need it. Now, DSY went from $1 and it's still up to $7. To be blunt with you, you could still easily short this play back on down another $6. Stock went from $1 to $45. Now again, everyone's ignoring it because it fell all the way back down to $7. If a stock went from $1 to $7, that's still a massive amount. DSY is still up 605% today. So there's still a lot of room to be able to spike and fall over on DSY, but there is no news. CWD did have a large purchase into Chainlink. Chainlink is a cryptocurrency, okay? STEC, no news whatsoever. Stock has gone from 65 cents to $3. Again, not many people are trading the stock at the moment. It does not have any news or credibility right now, but still, that has both opportunity to fall and opportunity to climb. MMA, this was a big pump. This was a big dump. It did have a press release saying that MMA is going to be working with Donald Trump Jr. So that had a nice little pop on up and then started having a fade right back on down. GEM, I believe, had an earnings report this morning. So there is, again, a few plays that are hot, but obviously by far the number one top gainer right here is CWD. That's the one we're looking at. We are having CERO traders. CERO, let's take a look at this. CERO just had a quick spike. You guys see it right here? CERO just came out at 8:15 and 10 seconds. 8:15 and 10 seconds. It says CERO receives notice of allowance from a U.S. patent for its method to treat cancers. So maybe CERO could possibly get hype. Maybe CERO could possibly get some momentum. Maybe CERO could start taking on off. Let's just keep that on the back burner in case, again, CERO does start getting some hype. Okay? But I know right now, a lot of you guys are starting to understand what's going on. OCTO was crazy yesterday. We saw a lot of big time hype and a lot of big time ripping and running. Let's actually get even more of a breakdown. Do you guys mind if I do even more of a breakdown for you guys? Let's scroll on back here and let's go to the bottom over on Fox Runner. So if you guys go over to Fox Runner, click news alerts. This is how I get my morning prep every day. So I wake up in the morning here, traders, and the first thing I do is I get myself a little bit of a recap. I scroll down to the bottom over on the news alerts tab, and then I say to myself, okay, Monday's top gainers. Which ones went crazy yesterday? We know OCTO went crazy yesterday. 3,008% gain. SNTG, 237% gain. Just giving my mind a little refresher of what was hot yesterday. And again, okay, we're going into today. Things are going to be nuts. Now, this is also very important here, traders. What's so important is what makes the perfect breakout. I love this because this really helps you build your foundation. And again, that's why this is so important. It says OCTO spiked over 5,000% yesterday. If you want to find the next one, you must understand why this spiked in the first place. So I love this. I love how, again, we are going over why did OCTO spike? Not just the news, but what was the fundamentals behind it so that we can find the next one. Traders, let's imagine this, guys. Let's imagine this in many different ways. In stock trading, if I study hot stocks, I'm going to be able to figure out, you know what is the next one going to be? Same exact thing if I want to be a successful entrepreneur. I might want to study other successful entrepreneurs and learn their habits. What are they doing? What do they do right? What do they do every morning? Do they have any common habits, right? Let's imagine if you wanted to be a great soccer player. What does that great soccer player do? Maybe, again, all the great soccer players, they run a mile every single day. Maybe they all have a similar diet. Maybe they all have a similar workout plan. You want to be able to discover that. So for us to be able to find the next big breakout, we want to discover what is the habits, what are the characteristics for this breakout. So it says, seeing a 5,000% spike in one trading session is a very rare occasion. However, we tend to see 100 to 500% spikes nearly every single week. So what makes these spikes happen so that you can find the next one? The formula to the perfect breakout is going to be news plus low float plus buying volume equals increase in stock's price. So we need a low float, we need to have hot news, we need to have buying volume, and that's going to increase the stock price. So number one, let's go with the first thing, news. Understanding news. News, simply enough, is going to be the reason to invest into a particular play. Every morning, investors wake up wanting to invest their money, hoping to find the next big spiker. When a stock has strong news, it now gives credibility to the company and a reason for us as investors to buy. Why are you here right now? Well, Dek, I want to make a lot of money in the stock market. Why am I here? Because I want to make a lot of money in the stock market. I am showing up every morning ready to invest my money. Now, if every single person is ready to invest their money, what are we waiting for? We're waiting for something to give us a sign that says, okay, put your money here. Well, that news is going to be that reason. So for yesterday, our 5,000% spiker over on OCTO, we came on out and says it announces a $250 million private placement with an additional $20 million strategic investment from BMNR. So there's two major things that happen here. We have a keyword, any large sum of money. Again, that's going to attract the investor eye. And number two, a connection to BMNR. BMNR is Tom Lee stock. Tom Lee is a very popular investor. He's always on CNBC. And also BMNR is trying to be the MSTR, the MicroStrategy version of Ethereum. So we have cryptocurrency. We have a large investment. We have Tom Lee. We got a perfect storm on making a stock like OCTO go crazy. But that news is giving us a reason for everyone in the world to go ahead and invest their money into this play. BMNR, again, 2 months ago, went on a crazy spike from around $5 to $150 after Tom Lee, Ethereum, everything happened on that play. So now we have an investment from that crazy play going to OCTO. Guys, that's pretty awesome. Now, we also need to understand the float. The float, as we know, are going to be the shares available to the public. The lower the supply, the higher the demand, the price is going to increase. The float is simply enough just the amount of shares that are available to the public. So, traders, what is OCTO's float? For reference, anything under 5 million is considered a low float. So if we take a look over on OCTO, its float right here is again 2.67 million. So we have a great press release giving us a reason to buy with a very low supply of shares. And guess what? That's going to lead towards buying volume. Volume is how many times the shares are traded from hand to hand. Now, another way to think about it, which is not the correct definition, but what we have is it almost gives the amount of attention a stock has. The more volume a stock has, the more attention it has. And usually it has attention for a reason. So for instance here, guys, OCTO yesterday had 45 times its average volume. So Dek, how do I know a stock has good volume? You can just look at Yahoo Finance. Yahoo Finance shows us that, again, we had our volume yesterday at 199 million compared to 4 million. So yesterday, obviously, there was a lot of attention, there was a lot of hype, there was a lot of focus over on OCTO for whatever reason, aka the news, which also again led to big time buying volume. On a low float, the stock was able to increase in price dramatically. So now this more makes sense on why this play went on a big time rip and run. And that's why, again, I absolutely love this over here, because it helps you actually learn. This is not just alerts right now over on Fox Runner. This is actually helping you learn how to find the next big breakout. So what was the starting foundation? Well, we need a reason. We need a press release, right? It's the same exact thing as we go into today. We go into today, guys, and let's just look at all the top gainers of today. We had UL, right? Let's just say that. UL did have an earnings report this morning. What did UL do this morning? UL, very hot stock, went on a spike up to 825, big time crack back on down. Low float, hot press release, big buying volume. Everyone moved in on it. Then again, everyone came right back on down. What do we have over on CWD? Right? CWD, the one that everyone's focusing on right now at this moment. Right? CWD is going insane. It's going crazy. Oh my goodness. Is CWD all the way on up? Let's see here for a second. Am I getting smoked over on CWD? Guys, CWD at this moment, I am a fucking retard. You know why? And I'm sorry for saying that language, because I am looking over on, again, I'm trying to teach you guys. I didn't even realize that, again, I'm in over on my CWD trade. This one went on a really big short squeeze. So that is completely my bad. Right now, I'm in on CWD at this moment at the price of, again, $18.25. And it's just because, why? Because I was, again, going over lessons and I was not even looking at my screen. Wow. Guys, this is so stupid of me. Guys, CWD, I am currently down $8,000 at this moment. I was teaching you guys about how to find the next big breakout instead of looking at the screen, and I am currently getting crushed. I got to get out, got to move on, got to accept my loss here. Guys, CWD here. Let's see if it turns. I got to get out of this play. Got to get out. Traders, I was not expecting that. I have to be open. I got to be honest. I got to be credible. I got to be transparent. I was, again, just going into lessons right there. Last time we looked over on CWD, I saw it all the way back on down to $12. I saw it all the way back on down towards $13, and I wasn't even expecting that CWD was going to spike this high. I just lost at this time 15 grand at this moment because, again, I put my orders all in. They were all set at $18, and I wasn't even looking at the screen. So, again, got to show you, I did just lose $15,000 over on that trade. I wasn't even looking at the screen. I wasn't even aware that this play was up on on that high. So, unfortunately, that was so dumb of me to not be aware. Oh, wow, CWD could have possibly had a short squeeze right there. So, it's not even like I traded this play bad. I just didn't even know I was in on this trade. CWD, Dek, can we make this play on back? Can we, again, do something? Can I, again, come out on top on this play? I definitely can, but, again, that's going to take some magic. So I did not even realize that this play, I was in on this one. I was trying to teach. I was trying to go over, but I did just take a little bit of a hit right now, $15,000. No big deal. I could try to make it back in this market. And again, that's part of stock trading. Still, I was being an idiot. I just wasn't even focusing over on CWD just because I was so, again, kind of teaching you guys on why these stocks are ripping and running. Let's get back to it. I'll make that $15,000 back. No big deal. But again, why is CWD going on this spike? Why is CWD going on this big rip and run? Because, again, this play came on out with this press release. It says that it came out with a chain link purchase. So again, chain link purchase, what does that mean? Well, again, what we have right here, guys, is we had a purchase of this cryptocurrency. Now, this cryptocurrency right here, this play has led to this big time rip and run. Let's just kind of put some of the pieces together, right? The pieces together over on this play is we had number one, BMNR go crazy because of cryptocurrency. Tom Lee, again, purchasing into Ethereum. Then on top of that, what else did we have yesterday, right? Yesterday, OCTO had to do with cryptocurrency. And now today we have CWD, right? Continue. We had CWD right here, and CWD, this play is going absolutely nuts. Right? So we are seeing so many, again, big time plays. This is, again, we got to see this big hype and big momentum here. So let's, again, this play insane. I was not excited. That was, again, a little dumb mistake of me, guys, ladies and gentlemen. Pretty dumb little mistake of me right there. I did, again, can we, again, be able to get this back in any sort of way? Well, the last thing I can be able to do is do what? I cannot revenge trade. If I revenge trade, guys, that's just going to hurt me in this market. If I revenge trade and I say, well, let me try to short it now, I think that's only going to crush me. I do not want to do that in any sort of way. But that was blatantly my fault. I put in, again, shares at the price of $18. Last time I looked at this stock, it was down to 14. I had orders up, and I was like, we're not going to spike. Let's go over. Let's, again, prepare. Let's go over everything. I should have, again, kept my eyes opened, looking to see if CWD could have potentially went on a move just like this. And you know what? It did. It went on a move just like this. It went on a big rip and run. It went on a crazy spike. And you know what? CWD, I got caught up in a move that it's not even like I was trading bad. I just didn't even know I was in on the play. So I can't really be upset with my trading. I'm not really upset about losing the 15 grand. Again, it's only $15,000. It's no big deal. I can make that back. But at the same time, it's more frustrating that I just, it was like, it's almost like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like, you know, I had no control of it because I wasn't looking at it. If I knew I was in at $18, if I knew I was in at $18, and then again, I held it purposely, and again, I was like, I'm not getting out. It's going to turn and fall. That's 10 times different than me just not even realize I'm in on that play. So I want to make sure, again, we're all set here, but we got to be able to, hey, now again, this gives me an opportunity. A new door opens. What's my new door that's opening on up? New door that opens on up here, Deck, is, hey, let's see if this man can make it back in a day. Let's see if this guy can get a little crazy here on this day. Let's see if, again, we could be able to absolutely crush it on this day. So we got CWD here, traders. I can't do anything stupid, though. We got to, you know, use our head, be smart, make sure we're doing things the right way, as always. CWD, what a beast this was. But yeah, I mean, that's sometimes the issue of mentoring. But if I was going to mentor you guys right there, I should have canceled my orders. So CWD right here, guys, as you guys could see, I did get filled at 1740, 1840, 1870, and then I had to get out on that play just because I was not going to risk it, you know, coming on down. I wasn't going to risk it squeezing me. Now, Deck, if you kept on holding again, look at it, came back down to 23. Unfortunately, I don't know in the current moment. And I can't, again, just keep holding and hoping. So if I take a loss, I take a loss. And that's, again, going to happen in stock trading. It's not like I took a loss because of bad trading. I took a loss because I just wasn't even aware. So that's my own issue. I have to, again, cancel an order if I'm going to go into a 30-minute breakdown about teaching you guys, you know, how to be able to find these plays. I got to remember I have those live orders going. So got to be open, got to be honest, got to be transparent. That's the most important thing, guys. Got to be open, got to be honest, got to be transparent. So right now, CWD still trying to hold. Let's add the VWAP at this moment. VWAP, this play all the way back on down towards around that 1289 mark. Let's see, traders. We do have a brand new press release coming on out here in the next 45 seconds. Brand new press release coming out in the next 45 seconds. So really, again, what also helps me is, again, I won $6,000 yesterday. So again, if I'm minus 15,000, it's really, I'm down $9,000 on the week now. So really, I gotta get back $9,000 to get myself back equal. That's kind of what it is. That's kind of more like my mindset that I'm thinking about. So we do have CWD still trying to squeeze. I'm not going to go against the grain. I'm not going to add anything. And I'm not going to, again, put myself in any sort of bad position at this moment. So sitting back, staying smart, waiting for that next move. And of course, looking for that next, you know, solid trade here. Right now here, traders, got to do everything we possibly can to stay smart and do things right. CWD still might get that possible squeeze. And if CWD does get that squeeze, I mean, we're going up to $30 plus. Best thing for me to do, take a step back. Don't, again, you know, trade when you're emotional. Wait for a new setup. So right now, 8:30 press release wave. Let's, again, go over towards the Fox Runner News Scanner, get ourselves all set here, and look for maybe that next possible move, that next possible runner, that next possible play. And if I see something hot, I could maybe jump in on it. To do Amazi, we have an agreement, second generation Apple Series health products. We might see a quick spike on BON because it says, again, generation Apple Series health products. That does not mean it partnered with Apple, but I could still imagine a lot of buying volume move into it. Let's see. We know, again, the main play is CWD. We know the main stock right here is CWD. Got to see what we could be able to do on this one. No forcing here, ladies and gentlemen. No forcing in any sort of way. And again, I know AM Trader saying BON has Apple News. I mean, it's just saying that BON has an $18 million agreement for an innovative second generation Apple Series health products. That's not saying, again, it's getting it's not getting an investment from Apple. It's just working on its Apple product. So it's like we can all buy an Apple phone. That doesn't mean we're working with Apple, you know? TBH, Dogecoin news. Let's see what we can do here, traders. We are, again, staying alert and we are staying ready. Trying to find that money maker. We know CWD up 1,100%. I mean, absolutely insane on this day. Absolutely insane. Absolutely crazy in every sense. STEC, MMA, GEM here. YOUL. I mean, is CWD really the only play here that we have on this day? We have CWD, and also, let's not forget, we did have NBIS. Guys, NBIS, this is a play, right, that does have a partnership with Microsoft. Traders, this is like the Palantir of 2025. Now, what do I mean by that? Do you guys remember Palantir last year? And maybe it's a little different, but Palantir last year was all the way at the price. If we go, let's go back to a weekly chart. If we go back to a weekly chart, Palantir was around a $7 stock back in 2023, early 2024. It was around $10, and then it ripped and ran all the way up towards $190. That is insane, right? Over on Palantir. Then guess what we saw? Well, right now, traders, NBIS is one of the best plays of 2025. NBIS in 2024, this was around an $18 stock. Now it's up to $100. So as you guys know, there are plays out there. There are stocks out there that we see that go all the way on massive rips and runs, massive climbs, massive moves in every single sense. So there are a lot of stocks, there are a lot of plays, there are a lot of opportunities across the board that I want you guys to be aware of. Little heads on up here, guys. CWD, what would you guys say we have right now? We got a little bit of a bull flag. Little bull flag pattern forming over on CWD. We could possibly see a short squeeze coming on up here in the near future. Short squeeze coming on up in the near future. So CWD, I got some work to do. Dek, are you going to try to make everything back on one in this one moment? Probably not, no. I'm going to try to, just chip away at it. Try to get myself back to even on the week. Again, it's hard for me to be upset with myself on my trade here today because I didn't even know I was in on it, right? So, I mean, I could be upset that I didn't even realize I was in on it, but I can't be upset. It's like, oh, you got emotional. You didn't, again, set us a stop. It's like, I didn't even know I was in on the play. So that's completely different in my eyes, which is like, I can't really be upset with it, but at the same time, it's still just frustrating. You know what I mean? So, CWD right here, traders. We have, again, a nice bull flag pattern getting tighter and tighter and tighter. Let's see how tight this play is going to get. Let's see how much this play is going to be able to move. And, of course, we are going to be going from there. If you guys do have any questions, comments, concerns, please let me know. Iggy, what's the lesson be learned here? Lesson be learned is, again, if you set orders, you got to realize no matter how far away those orders are, you could get filled. No matter how far away, again, the stock dropped $5. I was like, oh, let me do a lesson right now. But again, in this market, $5 is a blink of an eye. In this market, $5 is nothing. So that's what you got to always understand. In this market, a $5 rip and run could be right away. But I really do not want to go against the grain right now. Dek, what do you think about the PR of CWD? I mean, it just comes on down to cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrency has probably been the number one keyword of, again, hot press releases recently, right? If we go back to BM&R, BM&R, again, came out the press release saying, hey, we are going to take all of the money and put it in Ethereum. This went absolutely crazy. This stock went on that absolutely nuts rip and run, right? We know, again, yesterday, we have OCTO getting an investment from BM&R. What has to do with cryptocurrency? CWD right here. This play, again, investing in a Chainlink, which is a cryptocurrency. So we're seeing, again, a lot of hype. We're seeing a lot of action from, again, just cryptocurrency hype. Cryptocurrency. That's been the number one thing so far. BON starting to get a little bit more hype. BON, guys. BON starting to get a little bit more hype. Again, this is not partnering with Apple. But at the same time, guess what? It still could get like an Apple type of hype with how crazy this day is. So we do have, again, BON still trying to move. That's one we brought up right away. I saw it over on the Fox Runner scanner right there. BON is getting some hype. BON is getting that momentum, and BON is getting that attention at this moment. So that's one, again, we brought up right away. I saw it the moment it came out over on Fox Runner. And let's just see here what's going to be coming on up next. Is CWD starting to crack slightly? A little bit of a crack over on CWD, guys. Little bit of an issue over on CWD, a little bit of weakness. Now, we have seen a lot of plays do what? Go on very big spikes and then tend to give everything on back. Like, we've seen very big spike, gave it all on back. We've seen, again, very big spike, gave it all on back. We've seen, again, very big spike, give it all on back. We have seen very big spike, give it all back. Very big spike, give it all back. So CWD going to be in that same, again, process of going on very big spike and giving it all on back? Potentially, yes. Right? Potentially, yes. Let's see what we got here. Right now, looking for that next move. Deck, I was in on NBIS. I was in with 200 shares at $19. I got out at $75. I mean, that's still insane, Robert. So, Robert, if you got in on NBIS at the price of, again, $19 and you got out at $75, I mean, that's still an amazing trade. You can't be upset like, oh, I should have held it, went all the way up to 100. It's like, I don't know, man. Like, you can't be upset with that. That's still an absolutely incredible trade in every single way. Lazy Bunny Deck just made a 100% return on BON. Thanks to the bro on that news. Hey, that's all right here. Little heads on up, guys. Again, how I find all this news right away is, again, it's all over on Fox Runner. Does everyone here use Fox Runner? If you guys do not, there is, again, a link in the description. It is 100% free as well. So there is a free Fox Runner base plan. But then again, if you guys want, like, you know, to be able to add different keywords, if you want voice alerts, there is a premium, which does give you a free 30-day pass as well. So again, you can use the base plan, which is free, but you can also use, again, the premium plan with a free 30-day pass where you get the voice alerts, the colors, the all that stuff, you know, all the news alerts over here, BON. So again, just a little heads on up. If you guys are not using Fox Runner, make sure you guys go use it. That's how I find all the hottest press releases every single day. Galvin Deck, I love Fox Runner. Yeah, I mean, that's Fox Runner, Cobra Trading, and Trade Ideas. Those are the only three things I use. Those are the only three things I use every single day, guys. Three things I use across the board. Let's make sure that we're all set, ready to go. Finding that next spike, finding that next move here. I'm going to let things, again, you know, for me, traders, I'm going to let things kind of calm down. I want to find maybe that next possible move. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do at this moment, team, let's take about a 10 to 15 minute breather, 10 to 15 minute break. I'm going to leave the scanners up. I'll throw on a little bit of tunes for you guys, and let's get back at it right around this like 9 o'clock mark. Okay, so right around 9 o'clock, let's get back to work. Right around 9 o'clock, let's get back to the action. Right around 9 o'clock, let's see what type of money we can make today. But let's wait for some setups to develop. Let's wait for some new trend lines to develop, and then of course we'll go from there. All right. So we're all good. Great American, great reject. Deck, did the program alert you to move in on NBIS? So yeah, NBIS. So yesterday it came out with a press release. So just a little heads on up. We do have on Fox Runner here, NBIS was a press release that, number one, they again alerted at midnight last night, but they also alerted this last night in after hours also. If you go back to yesterday, NBIS was alerted at 4:50 in the afternoon yesterday. So again, that was also alerted yesterday in after hours. So little heads up, you know, I was aware of NBIS yesterday as well. All right, let's get ready to rock and roll. Let's get ready to go. I will see you guys back here in about 20 minutes, and we'll be all set, ready to get after it, make this money, and of course, do what we do best. Traders, let's have some fun. Let's get ready to make this money. Let's have an incredible day ahead, and let's see, of course, what we got. It's going to be a big day ahead. Turn up again the volume. Let's have some fun, and I'll see you guys back here in about 20 minutes, getting ready to get after it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We got to get back to the action here. We got to get back to the hype. We got to be able to get back to it and all. Be able to figure out what we have and what's going to be coming on up. We have CWD, obviously number one stock at this moment. And what I'm seeing, as I see a lot of you guys are saying at this moment, is a bull flag setup is definitely happening right now. Bull flag setup, that is the idea. We are seeing, if we take a look over on CWD, I'm kind of connecting this bottom or this top of this old upper shadow to some of these bottom shadows. It's looking like the best dip buy opportunity would be somewhere in the 41s. If, again, the stock comes back on down to somewhere in the 41s, you could look for that next possible dip, that next possible buy, and that next possible entry. CWD is now up 2,085% at this time. So, traders, for anyone who was not here, I am in the red today. I need to be open, honest, credible, and transparent. You guys can rewind the live stream. I accidentally got filled. I was doing a lesson today. Did not even realize that the CWD was up, and I was filled the entire time when the stock was going up on as I was shorting. I took a $15,000 loss this morning without even realizing I was in on the stock. So it was a little frustrating this morning, as you guys can imagine, because it's not like I traded bad. I just didn't even know I was in on the play. So today, I got to be able to try to cut this loss down. Hopefully, we can recover the entire thing. Now, with that being stated here, traders, the worst case scenario is me going worse in the red, me losing more and more and more. So we got to make sure we're doing things right and we're doing things correctly. Now, at this moment, CWD, it's the only stock we need. Traders, do we want to keep our eyes peeled on like OCTO today? OCTO, absolutely, we still do. Stock, again, still went on an absolute crazy rip and run. And you know what? Maybe if everyone's focused over on CWD at this moment, maybe OCTO could be a good little short back on down. But OCTO is what caused this major breakout, what caused this hype, what has caused this absolutely insane ripping and running. CWD is just like, a little twin over to OCTO. What we have at this moment is the market, right? We have, of course, CWD right now. We have this super hot market conditions where every single trader is going nuts. Every single trader is saying to themselves, oh, baby, let's see what we can do. So we have a lot of craziness. Now, you need to ask yourself something. You guys know I love shorting. I love betting against plays. But is it worth it to bet against plays on a day like today? Is it worth it to be able to bet against plays such as CWD right now? Is it worth it? Is it worth it, or should we just go on the long side and say, Dek, hey, I know we're buying CWD up over 2,000%. I know we're getting involved in CWD at this moment, and we are just hoping for the best that it keeps going up higher. But it's just better than going on the short side. What do you guys truly believe? Everyone at this moment, write out in chat, is it better to go on long and buy, or is it better to short even after, again, seeing these plays go up so high? Because the answer is, yes, these plays are going astronomically high. But at the same time, don't we agree that at some point they are all going to come crashing back on down? At some point, they are all going to give back their gains? I mean, if we go back through, again, all the big time breakouts this morning, didn't DSY here today? DSY, that one went from $1 to $40. It's back down to $6. STEC today went from, again, 77 cents to $7. It's back down to $2. MMA today went from $1 all the way up to $5. It's back down to $2. BON, again, trying to get a little bit of hype. YOUL went all the way from $1 to $8. It's back down to $3. So again, CWD has gone now from the price of $2 to now $46. Is there going to be the opportunity? Is there the chance today that this one is going to fall all the way back on down towards $30? Is that what's going to happen? I mean, there definitely is that opportunity, but at the same time, CWD, if I went from $2 to $8, it's already overbought. $2 to $8, this stock's overbought, ladies and gentlemen. It goes up to $16, it's even more overbought. Maybe I should short here. It goes up to $25, it's even more overbought. Maybe I should short here. The thing is, there is no simple and easy area to know where the best short is. There is no simple, easy area to know when this stock is going to reverse. I am not going to sit here on the mic in front of everyone and say, guys, I know exactly where the stock is going to fade and fall. Because guess what? CWD is not normal. CWD is not human. This is a supernatural type of stock right now where we are seeing it does what it wants to do. I'm not going to sit here and say, everyone, get ready for a short at the price of $52. That's where past chart history, where the RSI, yada, yada, yada. This is all momentum based. CWD wants to go up to $65. Hey, it wants to go up to $65. Going up 2,100% to going up 2,900% ain't going to be that big of a difference, right? So the thing is, this is one of those plays right here. This is one of these stocks right here where we have CWD just going on a crazy rip and run, crazy move, just like OCTO did yesterday. Now, OCTO, this play has now gone from $82, ran up to $80 yesterday, and is now again back down to $45. So, OCTO, this one's starting to fade and fall. Does that mean CWD, though, has room to run up towards around that $80 region today? I mean, we are seeing plays that are life-changing. Life-changing. Life-changing on the upside, life-changing on the downside as well. Team, we got to understand both sides. I like playing the what-if game because the what-if game inspires me. What if you bought CWD this morning at $2 with a $2,000 account? And right now at this moment, you're up $45,000. Imagine the excitement on someone who had a $2,000 account this morning, who is now up $45,000 in their account. Life-changing money. Imagine if someone had $10,000, bought 5,000 shares, and is currently up $400,000. I mean, that's a life-changing amount of money. So, the thing is, team, this is a play that, yes, you can make a ton, but there's going to be people that are going to be buying at 50, buying at 70, buying possibly at 80 or 90. And you know what? At some point it will turn, just like OCTO turned, right? Just like, again, when we take a look at all these plays, they will turn and dump, but we just don't know where. So the thing is, traders, you really have to make that conscious decision at this moment and ask yourself, how much higher can this play actually go up to, right? Hey, I know it's late. I know it's already up 2,000%, but Dek, I don't feel comfortable again shorting this play. I'm going to buy with momentum. And you could definitely do that. Or you say, hey, Dek, I'm going to sit back and I'm just going to wait and watch. And again, if it gets up to like 70 or 80, I mean, I'll look for a short there. I don't feel comfortable buying it. This comes down to your personal preference. This comes on down to what you can do over on these plays. So I do believe that, again, CWD, it's most likely going to get halted within the first 5 to 10 seconds, just like yesterday. Remember yesterday, guys? Yesterday, OCTO got halted within that first 5 to 10 seconds. Now, this might be a little bit of a recap for you guys, but I do just want to make sure everyone here is fully aware of what's going on. Now, I have no pending orders at this time. I have no pending trades at this time. There's nothing I need to be aware of, but just giving everyone that mindset. I don't care who you are. I don't know where you're listening from. I want you to be prepared. Go over to the news alerts over on Fox Runner. Type in what you can do is scroll down to the bottom. Monday's top gainers. OCTO was insane. This stock, again, had an investment from BMNR, Bitmine, aka the Ethereum stock. We have MicroStrategy, which is the Bitcoin stock. We have Bitmine, BMNR, Tom Lee stock, who is the Ethereum stock. They got an investment. Stock just went crazy. And guys, what's another reason it went crazy? Because summer trading is over. I have told you guys a million times that if you guys get through the summer, you get through July and August, things get hot and money is going to be flowing. There's going to be days, unfortunately, that I'm going to lose $10,000 to $15,000 over the next, month, 2, 3 months. But there's also going to be days that I win 20 grand. There's also going to be days that I win $20,000, $25,000. My biggest day ever, $77,000. I was up one time $100,000 in a day, but I never locked it in. So again, that was kind of dumb of me. I should have locked it in, but my biggest day ever was $77,000 in one day. That's the thing the stock market can do. So we just got to be ready. We got to be prepared. We got to be able to say, hey, things can happen. In these hot market conditions, NBIS signed a deal with Microsoft. Stock went from $75 all the way up towards $100. OCT, again, yesterday, this play went absolutely nuts, 5,000%, because it has the perfect formula to success. It had a great press release with BMNR, Tom Lee, Ethereum, cryptocurrencies have been hot, with a low float, with, of course, a big buying volume moving on in. So we had the investment. We have the low 2 million in float. For reference, anything 5 million and under is great. And then on top of that, we had the huge volume moving in, 45 times its average volume going in on the stock, leading towards OCTO going nuts. Then on top of that, guys, this morning, DSY, STEC spiking up both 1,000% on no news. YOUL had an earnings report spiking on up 500%. We have CWD right here, a press release with Chainlink, aka a press release with cryptocurrencies, spiking on up right now 2,000%. MMMA spiked up 400% this morning. We have a ton of hype, a ton of action, a ton of buying volume. Everything you need to know about today. Just like yesterday when all eyes were on OCTA, today, or OCTO, today all eyes are on CWD. CWD, guys, purchased with Chainlink and, of course, is part of a digital asset treasury. It just comes on down to how much hype is going to continue to move in on this play. So, CWD traders, what do you guys think is going to happen at the start of the day? I think we're going to see a halt at the start of the day, probably on the upside. Dek, where would you honestly look for another shorting opportunity? I would say the same exact price as we saw yesterday, OCTO. I would wait to short this until probably $75 or higher. 74 or higher, $75 or higher, that's where I would say look for the possible short. Other than that, I would be rather looking for longs. I would rather be looking for dip buys. I'd rather be looking for momentum. I don't want to be a psychopath that's sitting right here and saying, hey, everyone, let's short the stock that's up 2,100% and get roasted on our accounts. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to do that in front of every single person here. So as of now, it has buying momentum. As of right now, everyone is still in on this play. As of right now, we are above $50 and the market opens up in 20 minutes where things could get even hotter, where we do get halted and everyone floods over towards the stock. And again, it's going up even more at this moment, coming up towards a possible new high. So the thing is, CWD right here, traders, I am not going to alert any short at this moment. I am not going to, again, get you guys into this position to fail. I am not going to, again, hurt your accounts. I am not going to, again, throw out an alert that's going to roast you and put you on the wrong side of momentum. I will say, buying a stock up 2,500% is crazy. But this is crazy market, crazy conditions. And you know what? Things are just going higher and higher and higher. At the same time, I do think buying at this time is still slightly smarter than shorting, just because, again, how crazy this market is. But the moment that momentum shifts and the stock can easily dump. So there is no right answer, unfortunately, that I can give. I am not a fortune teller. All we're trying to do is be able to pinpoint different areas where we can be able to have profit. So again, what's the best thing to do if I were you? Is, again, put the trend line in. Trend line. Old upper shadow, $31. Bounce play, $37. Bounce play, $42. Bounce play, $45. If we do come back on down, it should have a bounce play right around $46. We did just hit a brand new high of the day, or come up and test the high of the day right around that $56 region. We are getting tighter and tighter and tighter inside this wedge. And as we get tighter and tighter and tighter inside this wedge, we might get a short squeeze in the next 20 minutes. So, do we care about the S&P 500 today? No. Traders, every single person is saying what's in themselves. Every single person is saying, yesterday, we just had the biggest breakout that we have seen in the last 4 months. A stock go from $1 to $83. That set the tone, as now every single person who missed out on OCTO yesterday is sprinting over to CWD right now saying, wait for me, wait for me, wait for me. And that's what we have. Every single person is sprinting at this moment, looking for opportunities to be able to get filled and be able to get, good opportunities to be able to get dip buys. So we got to be able to see. I just want to see really quickly after I took my morning loss if I still can go ahead and look for some dip buy entries. Now, see, it's saying I can only sell right now. So I can't even get in on these plays right now. Remember I had to call Cobra yesterday. I might have to call Cobra again and let them know again, I took that loss, but see if I can be able to trade and get myself back in over on some plays here. So OCTO here, traders. We have to, again, sit back, stay smart, put ourselves in the right positions, don't force, use our heads. I want to be able to be here to talk to you guys, help you guys through this, and see what we can truly do over on CWD. Team, if I was going to short this play, and again, right now, I'm just being open with you. If I was going to short this play, I'm probably waiting till $80 plus. If I was buying this play, I would look for a dip buy over on CWD, back on down towards what area? Back on down towards probably, again, first things first is $46, 45, $46. And then if it cracks that, probably all the way back down to 38. So you have $46 first dip buy, then all the way down to 38 if it cracks. You do have an uptrend. You do have a wedge forming at this time. And we are going to see if we can get tighter and tighter and tighter. Okay? So again, all very important things to make sure that you guys are all set. And making sure that you guys are all good, ready to rock and roll. All right, absolutely awesome. Great stuff. Now, traders, little heads on up here for every single person. I want to start ramping this on up here a little bit. If you guys do not know, in 1 month from now, October 2nd, little heads on up, October 2nd, I am hosting, and not only myself, we have a few other people as well, including Cobra Brokerage. We are hosting an entire free New York City takeover. Now, what does that mean, guys? We are going to tell everyone, all traders, come meet us. 2:30 in the 5th rooftop, October 2nd at 6 p.m. Eastern time. If you guys want to come, this is not, again, you got to buy a ticket. Come show on up. It's going to be myself. It's going to be Day Trade Professor. It's going to be Wolf Financial. It's going to be Katy Perry from StockTwits. It's going to be Big Daddy Max, if you guys know him over on Instagram. There's going to be a lot of other big traders there. And again, it's no ticket event. Come on in. Let's hang out. Let's pack the rooftop. Let's have some drinks and let's have some food and let's enjoy the night. So again, October 2nd, 6 p.m. Eastern time. We are not having a fee. We are not having anything like that. We are just going to pack again a New York City rooftop and we are going to put on a good event for everyone to connect, everyone to talk, everyone have fun. So that's going to be at 2:30 in the 5th, 6 p.m. New York City, October 2nd. Come on through. It is absolutely free. You might have to pay a cover charge to get on the rooftop, but other than that, hey, let's just enjoy the night together, network, be able to meet other traders, and be able to have a great time. So again, New York City rooftop takeover. Get all set, ready to go, October 2nd. And again, this is no fee whatsoever. I'm not trying to sell you tickets. It's absolutely free. We're just trying to, again, blast it out there. Everyone come, everyone enjoy it. So we are all good, ready to rock. We got a lot of, again, big people coming. Cobra is also going to be sponsoring it, but they're going to be buying, I think like 100 people wristbands where they're going to be giving them out for free food and free drinks. So I think, again, like the first 50 people that show up, we're giving you guys free wristbands. And then we're also going to be giving away, from different ways, free wristbands. So for free food and free drink. All right, so that's going to be absolutely great. Dek, what other words do you like to use over on your Foxrunner scanner? Well, right now, again, just a little heads on up. So these are my current words that I use over on Foxrunner. So again, you guys already know this. It's how I find all my hot words every day. So again, the ones that are the most important to me, I put on voice alerts, such as an agreement. If we have a stock that has an agreement, I like to be aware of it, like agreement with Apple or Nvidia or something like that. I also like the word phase trials, phase 3 trials. But right now, if I were you, probably the best keywords has to do with cryptocurrency. So again, I would type out like Chainlink and you'll put that there. I would type on out, let's go, and of course, pick the color and what all you want. But I would pick Chainlink. I would put Solana. I'd put Ethereum. I would put Bitcoin if you guys don't have that already. And I would put those keywords so that you guys are alerted on them, so that you guys are all set, ready to rock and roll, and you guys are all ready to go here. So like today, when we came on out, we had CWD come on out with the press release talking about completing its purchase on Chainlink here. So again, that came out at 7:30 in the morning, which is great because again, I saw this the moment it came on out right here. CWD, this stock 2-star press release. It does have a couple keywords right here: completes and purchase. So it completed a purchase, but again, cryptocurrency has been hot. So if you put like Chainlink, I think that's great. Also, if you wanted to put cryptocurrencies over in like your 3-star, 2-star, 4-star words as well in your ratings, so that's all good, ready to go. But that's something that maybe you want to do. I'll type in Chainlink. So basically, again, what's the point of this, guys? Is you want to be able to see. Remember, in stock trading, it comes down to first come, first serve. So news leads to breakouts. If I find news right away, I'm going to be the first one to buy in. AKA, imagine if you bought in on CWD at the price of 7:30 in the morning, right? So that's what you need to understand about all these plays. Stocks, that's the true winner to be a stock trader, right? This is how you do it. If you have less than $2,000 in your account and you want to turn it into multiple millions of dollars in the stock market, this is the best way to be able to do it. You must become a master of finding hot press releases. Press releases lead to spikes. If you find a press release first, you are getting it at the bottom. The best instance you guys could see right here would be CWD. Imagine if you bought CWD at the price of $7.30 at $2.40. Hey, You put in a $3,000 account, $2.40. You have now been able to make $54,000 2 hours later. Well, Dek, how do we do that? You guys can see right here, CWD came out with a press release at 7:30 because we use this news scanner. Now, we know we have hot keywords. What are those hot keywords right now? Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Chainlink. So we have completes a purchase on Chainlink. Hey, that should be a hot keyword for us. So what I would do if I were you would go over to your keywords, type in Chainlink. Now again, Chainlink, we can put it in motion. Let's go Chainlink. Let's put a chain for Chainlink. Let's turn on the voice alerts. So whenever Chainlink comes on out again, we will get a voice AI reading. And let's just put that into yellow because it has to do with cryptocurrency. And now watch what happens over on CWD. Boom. Now it's highlighted in yellow, highlighted in gold, and has voice alerts towards it. So anytime a brand new press release comes out with the word Chainlink, it's going to show on up. It's a 2-star word. I could change it also right now, guys, if I wanted to a 4-star, a 3-star word, cryptocurrency Chainlink. So it comes on out to a 3-4-star word. It's highlighted. And again, we have our hearing towards it. Remember, first come, first serve. If I see it quicker with highlighted and keywords, I'm going to be aware of it. If I can hear it, guess what? I'm going to be aware of it. If I see the ratings, 2, 3, 4-star words, that's going to help me as well. We want to be able to do everything we can to be able to make sure we are finding these, again, massive top gainers before everyone else in the market. So again, CWD here, everything you need to know, CWD is the #1 top gainer. If we take a look at what is the best top gainers with news this morning, CWD. But it all just comes on down, of course, being prepared, being set, being able to find these plays quicker. News comes out at 7 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock, 8:30, with voice alerts, with keywords, with the coloring, with everything that they have. This is how you have to be able to get these plays to be able to get them right away. Okay? So, very important stuff, making sure you guys are growing and learning every single day. So, baby, let's keep on going here. Let's keep making this money. Let's keep absolutely crushing it day in and day out. That's what it's all about. CWD here, traders. Again, this one can continuously get hotter and 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 hotter. Also, a little heads on up, guys. If you guys are watching over on YouTube, if you guys are interested, Tradecaster, new prices, only $79. You guys can be able to join. That is absolutely awesome. Make sure if you guys are not part of our live stream every single day, you guys are here. Dek, my broker, shorting broker, Cobra Trading. Make sure, again, you guys sign up for Cobra. Cobra is by far the best broker I have ever used in my entire life. Make sure you guys go check them on out. Absolutely fantastic across the board. On top of that, guys, again, the new scanner. You do get a free 30-day pass, and it is 100% free if you guys don't want to pay for the premium. I do suggest the premium. It's just way better because, again, it's a paid product, but there is a free product as well for you guys so that you guys are all set, ready to rock and roll. If you guys don't have any money and would like to trade on a prop firm, you guys could trade over on One Stop Prop. That's my favorite prop firm. You guys can go ahead and check that on out right there. If you guys have not signed up to a trading journal, the trading journal, the AI trading journal, absolutely insane. You guys do get a 14-day pass. It's called Trade Path. Make sure you guys go check that on out. So you guys are all good over there, over on the Trade Path Journal. And then on top of that here, ladies and gentlemen, what else do we have here? I think that's the main stuff right there, the main gist. And then we also have trade ideas, right? Dek, the Cobra trading's wrong. Let me see here. Oh, I'll fix that. Thank you for the heads on up. Here you go. So this is my broker. My broker. There you go. So again, that's the shorting broker so that you guys have that and you guys are all ready to rock and get after it. Absolutely splendid. Absolutely fantastic. Just making sure before we kick off this day that every single person is aware, every single person is ready, and every single person is set to be able to absolutely crush it. Man, it's going to be a fun day ahead. I hope you guys are excited. I hope you guys are motivated. I hope you guys are looking forward to be able to get after it. Man, we have a lot of opportunity here. There is so much opportunity to be able to crush it as a trader and seeing, of course, where this next possible big move is really going to be going towards. I just want to make sure that we are all good. Also, I wanted to post this. This is for trade ideas. Trade Idea Scanner. If you guys do not use it, here is the Trade Idea Scanner. You guys do get 15% off there as well. Boom. Boom, baby. Boom, baby. All right, CWD here, team. Getting a little bit weaker. CWD. CWD getting a little bit weaker. Seeing if this play is going to be able to spike its way back on up. See what we can be able to do over on CWD. And remember, this is going to be definitely a lot of opportunity. Let's take a little bit of a chat vote right now, team. Let's go ahead and take a chat vote and say, what do you guys believe CWD is going to be doing at the start of the day? So let's go with right here. CWD. Will it spike or crash at the bell, right? Let's see what you guys are thinking. Spike or crash at the bell. Over on YouTube, you guys now have a voting system. You guys can go ahead and start that poll right there. Let's type this over on Tradecaster, though, as well, and see what you guys are thinking. So if I scroll on down here, let's create a poll. Let's go, will it spike or crash at the bell? Spike, crash, anonymous vote, so you guys can't cheat. Let's go ahead, confirm it. Guys, click the poll button in the top right-hand corner right here. Let's see what you guys are thinking. C will D, will it spike or crash? You guys can also go underneath the live stream, and you guys can be able to vote there. So you guys can vote under the live stream or by clicking the poll button in the top right-hand corner. And let's see what everyone's thinking. I mean, guys, we got about 4 minutes until the market opens on up. 4 minutes until the market opens on up. Cast your vote if you guys have not yet. Spike or crash? Guys, for YouTube, I apologize. Guys, YouTube, I was trying to get this in. I didn't really give you guys an option. It says, CWD, will it spike or crash at the bell? Yes or no? So, guys, I really didn't give you guys an option on YouTube. I meant to type out spike or crash, and you guys can vote on it. But again, YouTube, I apologize. Yeah, make it this, guys. So, spike is yes, crash is no. Okay? Spike is yes, crash is no. Everyone, cast your vote if you guys haven't yet. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 61% of the chat room over on Tradecaster says spike. Over here, guys, 77%. 77% over on YouTube says yes. So I'm assuming spike. So you guys are still saying CWD is going to spike at the bell. CWD still going to spike at the bell. CWD still going to get the action. CWD still going to get the hype at the bell here, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Guys, it's going to be a fun one. Let's see what we can do. Let's see where the buying volume is going to take us. Obviously, every single trader is jacked up on this day. We want to get ourselves pumped on up. Let's, again, have some fun. It's going to be a good day ahead, and we're going to get ready to make this money. All right, traders. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 2 minutes until the market opens on up. Wake up, traders. Wake up, people. 2 minutes here till the market opens on up. Let's get ourselves involved. Let's get ourselves ready. Let's get ready to have some fun. 2 minutes, traders. NBIS, yeah. NBIS did have a Microsoft agreement. That's going to have some strong resistance right around that $100 mark. Let's just see what CWD is going to do. Let's just see what CDW is going to be able to do here. CWD. Now, this play's been going a little nuts here, hasn't it? This play is going absolutely crazy. This play is getting a lot of wild movement. $9.29 in the market. Is there a chance that CWD opens on up and gets halted straight up to $56? Absolutely. There's a chance that this one opens on up and goes right up to that $56 mark. CWD right now, traders. We want to continue to keep our eyes peeled on this one. Market opens up here, team, in about 20 seconds. Let's see if we are going to squeeze. Let's see if we're going to get any of that ripping and running. Here we go, team. Things are about to get broken. Things are about to get broken in the next 10 seconds. If this does pop, it'll probably get halted right around $56. 3 seconds away. And we are live. Good luck, everyone. Good luck. If it dumps, we're going down to probably 36. Guys, big dump right away. Guys, $36 is the hold area. I would say if you're looking for a dip buy or bounce play, look for the low 36s for a dip buy and bounce play to try to get back above $40. If this play, again, can get back above $40, $54 is the hold area. So $54 is where we hold on the upside. $36 is where we hold on the downside. Right now, CWD just had a pullback back on down to 38.32, bouncing back up to 45. Buying volume is starting to move on in. Re-break of $50, we get halted at 49.55 right now. 49.55 is the new halt area. We have buying moving back on in. You will have strong resistance where we're at. Take a look at the chart. This old uptrend will hold up as resistance at $51. Right now, our happy medium, our consolidation area is right around $45. $45 consolidation area. Stock's trying to build support. Right now, we still have a slight downtrend. I do have to give it to shorters at the moment. Dek, why do you have to give it to shorters at the moment? We do have a downtrend, which is forming after breaking that bull flag. So, guys, right now, shorters are winning. Dek, where would you still look for a dip buy? Low 36s is where I would still say is the best dip. So, I would say like 36.10 to 35.50 if you're getting crazy. If you're getting crazy, all right? That's not a must. That is like, okay, if you're getting crazy. So, it just came on down to 36.25. Little bounce play back up towards around $39. This is the new downtrend into effect right here. If we do bounce, strong resistance at 46. If we bounce back on up, strong resistance at $46 at this moment. I just want to see really quickly. I think, again, Cobra, because I took that loss, is not even allowing me to trade right now. Whenever, again, you kind of have a big loss, they cut your account out for the day. Yeah, it's not allowing me to trade. I'm going to have to give them a call again. But it's okay. I don't want to actually pull the trigger at this moment anyway. But as you guys can see, it's not allowing me to actually get involved in any trades at this moment because I did have a bigger loss. Yeah, send rejected, send rejected. So, again, let's see if this thing can get back above 40. Dek, where would it start going crazy? Back above 46. So, where would it start going crazy? Back above 46. Let me go to right now, CWD. Traders, we are, again, staying smart, watching and waiting to see where the buying volume is going to take us. As you guys know, I like being live here. I like being live. I like trading live. I like doing this in person. I like showing you guys absolutely everything. Right? That's what it's all about. It's about being in front of you. It's about going over, making you a better trader, teaching you. Letting you know you're not alone here. You guys can hold my hand. Right now, CWD. Let's see if we get to back above that 46. Now also, hold on. I just heard voice alerts. We did have an agreement. SAGT just did have 219% revenue growth, which just came out right here. Robotics press release. A robotic stock with a 219% revenue growth, SAGT. Let's just turn our attention over to SAGT here for a second. SAGT, guys, just keep that on the back burner. It did just come out with its earnings report right now at 9:33 and 11 seconds. I don't know if you guys heard the voice alert or not, but that's how I just found this. Robotics press release just came on out. So we might have a possible SAGT pop. Just keep that on the back burner right now in case that one starts getting some buying volume. JEM, no. BEON, no. MMMA, no. MGIH trying to spike a little bit. MGIH trying to spike a little bit. This one spiked hard yesterday, then started giving some gains back. Let me see. Let me go over to One Stop Prop. Let me again try to trade the prop account, guys. So let me go over to my prop account. Because again, I passed my prop account. So again, my prop account now, guys, I'm in on real money with my prop firm trading. So now I could, you know, if there is any of these trades, I don't know if these trades are going to be available to trade. But now again, I could go after and make some big money over on my prop account. Traders, little heads on up. CWD is getting weaker. CWD, 32.57 Holt area. 32.57 Holt area, traders. Please be careful on this. 32.57 stock is getting halted on the downside. Dek, where's the next dip buy if I wanted to go ahead and pull the trigger? You guys tell me. What is the safest area to go ahead and pull the trigger over on CWD? What is the safest area? I'd probably say the VWAP. Guys, right now, we have gone from $56 all the way down to $32. We have room to fall all the way on down towards $22. So again, if CWD continues to fade and fall, if CWD continues to drop, if CWD continues to get weaker, this play has room to fall all the way on down towards around that $22 area. Okay? So I know that's a $10 drop. This is a stock that has spiked from $1 all the way up to $56. I mean, this thing has been pretty crazy already, right? Pretty crazy already. How's the OCTO doing? Let's not forget about OCTO, the number one top gainer of yesterday. That one hit $50, got rejected down to $42. Right now, team, I want to type out a watch list for every single trader. So again, you guys aren't confused. Watch list, OCTO. Watch list, CWD. Watch list, MGIH. Watch list, NBIS. These are probably the top plays that, you know, the majority of traders are focused on going into today. These are probably the top plays the majority of traders are looking at going into today. So right now here, we got to get ready to rock here. Boom, boom, boom. All right, let's see what we got over on CWD. See what we have. See what we're focused on. I just saw my favorite trolling comment over on YouTube. Guys, I'll be honest. I get it. Hey, this is one of my favorite. This is one I just don't understand. Okay? Sometimes, and I get it. Guys, I'm on the internet, baby. The internet is going to be the internet. You are going to get weird, random comments every now and then. Okay? You are. But the one I truly don't understand is when someone says, Dek, you're talking. You're talking too much. I am... The stream is literally here for me to talk to you. That is the only point of the stream. There's only one reason for this entire stream, and it's me to literally talk to you. I don't understand what you want me to do. Okay? If you said, hey, Dek, you know, hey, you're trading too much. You're talking too much. You stumped me. You did. How about this? All right, let's go. Let's try something new here. Let's try something new here. Let's try something else. And no more talking rest of the day. Is that better? Is that all you want? Should I just do this for the next 8 hours? Is this cool? So this is the next 8 hours. All right. I can't dance for 8 hours. Dance, monkey boy. Dance, monkey boy. Dance until you die. Ah. Right now, CWD. Keeping this play on high watch and high alert. Staying alert in every single way. $9.39 in the markets. Traders, you got 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. CWD is live. Deck, if I'm looking for a dip buy, where are you looking at? $22. $22 is the next dip. $22 is the next opportunity. $22 is the next chance of success. That's where, again, you guys can keep your eyes peeled on. $22 over on CWD if you guys can get it. So, guys, this is the time to short right now. Back in the around $28, $26. See if you can fall all the way back on down to the VWAP. I mean, right now the stock's down from $55 down to $33. So, a lot of weakness right here at this moment. JEM not doing too much. MGIH, is there any sort of news over on MGIH? I just want to kind of see real quick. MGIH, any sort of news? 1 month ago was last press release. So MGIH was a top gainer yesterday. No news. Trying to get a little bit of hype, trying to get a little bit of momentum right now. CWD still dumping. Still getting a little bit weaker. No dip buy, no bounce play. What I will say is that this market has been tremendously hot. This market has been absolutely incredible. This market has been, again, absolutely wild in every single way. So CWD, let's see if this play can be able to continue to push. Let's see if what this stock is going to be doing next for us. Right now, Yule got a little pump and dump. Yeah, a little bit of pop. I mean, this market is still 100% hot, and it doesn't matter, traders. You can definitely make money on CWD if you guys are interested. It's just about putting the odds in your favor. I know I say that a lot, but what do I mean by that? Right now, you got to give the action to the shorts. The shorts are in control at this moment. You are having a little bit of a bear pattern form. Where are the areas of support? The areas of support is going to be, number one, the best area will be the VWAP. The VWAP area is going to be a strong area of support that you guys can all get involved in and look at. Another area of support is going to be its old spiking high here. Do you guys want to realize something? Its old spiking high, its old resistance is now turning into, guess what? Its new support line. This is why I talk about past chart history patterns so much, because you want to study and start understanding that old resistance areas usually turn into the best support areas. You guys can type in over on Google support and resistance to kind of get a good feel of how this works on support and resistance trading. Where what do we have here? We have, let me make myself a little tinier, move myself off to the side. Resistance, resistance, we break through it. These old spiking high now turns into the best dip buy. We have, again, resistance, resistance, we break through it. This old resistance area turns into the best dip buy area. Does that make sense, everyone? So again, same exact thing, resistance, resistance. If this stock came on down, that would be the best dip buy area. So notice what we have at this moment. Resistance, now again, that was the best dip buy area so far. Now what happens if we crash underneath this? What happens if we start going underneath 31? Well then, guys, we got to go all the way back down here. But that's where the first dip buy was for that specific reason. Now, if we keep scrolling on down, we are going to have what? We're going to have old dip buys from here, right? Now, if this thing keeps on crashing, we know $22 is our main support line. That's because what? We do have bounce here, and we are getting halted all the way on down. VWAP area is next, down to 22 bucks. So this is why I definitely want you guys to study past chart history pattern so that you guys are understanding, of course, what we have. So we're all set here. Let's see if anything else is ripping and running. I mean, CWD's just been the short of the century so far, short of the day. Deck, what are your thoughts on doing the MACD in your plays? MACD, I like it. Nothing wrong with the MACD in any sort of way. MACD is like, It's kind of like, showing you who's bullish, who's bearish at the time. It's like an RSI in the way. It's like a VWAP. It's like a moving trend line. It's all personal preference. If you use trend lines, great. Use MACD, great. Use RSI, great. Use, again, 13 EMA, great. Right? It's like, I have no issue in any way if you ever want to use the MACD. I like it. I think it's good. A lot of plays spiking and falling and fading back on down here. Deck, can we have your trade idea scanner codes? Absolutely. Again, guys, I used to again like charge for the trade idea scanner codes because all of these codes are custom coded, right? So I don't need to charge for this in any sort of way. I'll say this though. If you have a 6-month, 12-month, or lifetime membership on Tradecaster, I will again send you the trade idea codes, all the settings for free. Because if you buy trade ideas, you guys won't have these scanners, unfortunately. These are all custom coded. So the thing is, if you have a 6-month, 12-month, or lifetime membership, please email me. And again, I will send you the trade idea code so you guys have the same exact scanners and you guys are all set, ready to go. So again, 6-month, 12-month, lifetime memberships, you guys are all set, ready to go over on Trade Ideas. I will send you the custom code so that you guys are all ready. So just email me at dekmartrades@gmail.com. I'll confirm again you have a bulk subscription, and then you guys will be all set, ready to go. If you guys don't have a bulk subscription, go ahead and re-sign up. Sign up for a 6-month, 12-month, or lifetime. And you guys be ready to get after it. Deck, does Fox Runner have an app? Not yet. I know, again, they send me pictures of it every now and then. The thing is, guys, the big thing that they're doing, as we've talked about before in the past, is Fox Runner is coming out with an app. They want to go mostly to mobile, and every time there's a keyword or a voice alert or any word that you want, you get a push notification for it. So again, how cool is that going to be? So you could be anywhere on the go. You could be driving. You could be in the bathroom. You could be taking a shower. You could be making sweet love. And then you get, a notification. Hey, positive phase 3 trial. Hey, CWA. Hey, whatever. So again, always being alerted. Remember, stock trading is first come, first serve. If you're getting alerted on anything, you're all set, ready to go. So I'm excited for that app to come on out. So we don't even need to be in front of the computer. Imagine, again, you have a broker that you have a mobile app for. And you get, again, the Fox Runner app pops on up, boom, jump in. You can do everything by your phone at that point. Right now, we're all set. JW while you're driving. Hey, you can do a lot of things. Absolutely. Some things you might want to, again, might want to pull off to the side. MMA, hold it up. MMA, hold it on the upside. But no, I love Trade Ideas. I've been using Trade Ideas since the very beginning. And just because they've been awesome. And I love Cobra trading. Cobra trading, I don't think there has been a short yet that I have not been able to short. I don't think there is a play yet that I have not been able to short using Cobra. So I really, again, Cobra has been fantastic broker to me. Trade Ideas has been fantastic for scanning. It really has been. One Stop Prop has also been fantastic for prop firm trading. And guys, this is my live prop firm account right here. So again, I'm down to prop firm account, but I know how hot this market has been. The S&P 500, can we take a second here, team? What is September known for? Giving everything on back. September is known for fades and falls and drops. September is known to be able to go on massive cracks. But to be frank with you guys, we haven't seen a September crash yet. That's a good thing. Right? That is a good thing. We have not seen a September crash. Did you guys also see this, which is a little bit scary? I don't know if you guys noticed this. Gold, and please correct me, I'm going to say this wrong because I don't know the exact facts yet, but I was watching a video the other day, and gold is now worth more for the first time in 55 years, more than the dollar. So basically, gold has now surpassed in countries, treasury reserves, and what countries are storing up on now is gold. They're not getting the US dollar anymore. China, Taiwan, India, they're saying we don't want US dollar anymore. We are getting gold. Argentina was really big into cryptocurrency, into Bitcoin. They're not getting US dollar or Bitcoin anymore. They're getting gold. So we've actually seen gold actually increase more than the US dollar over the last like 3 to 4 months. So if you guys haven't seen that, I want to see if I can find an image of that. Gold versus US dollar. Let me see if I can find that chart. But yeah, that's a little bit of a scary thing, you know? I'll look for it in the future. Right now, team, what can you go on down to? Remember, you got dip buy opportunities at 22. 22 is the next dip buy opportunity. Make your life easy. Understand again. Hey, let me be smart. What's one thing that's going to kill you? FOMO, fear of missing out. Fear, emotions. Oh, am I going to miss this play? Should I jump in on this stock? Wait until 22. 22, guys, is where I actually feel confident to be able to alert to you, to feel good about it. Now, please take that with a grain of salt. What do I mean? Could it go down to 21, 19? Absolutely. Do not, again, full port your account saying, oh, Decky told me $22 to put my life savings into it. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, again, use your head, be smart about these plays, make sure you guys are doing things right. Came on down towards the low of the day so far of 24.50. 24.50, close, but no cigar. Oh boy. Guys, I just checked my emails. I have 45 emails right now of people on 6-month, 12-month, and lifetime memberships saying, Dad, can you give me the Trader scanners? Okay, so I got you. I promise I'll get back to everyone by today or by tonight. Just a little heads on up. But I know we have so many members here over on Tradecaster that I will send them all to you. It'll just be a nice little copy and paste. I'll hit everyone with it. Right now, CWD, we are keeping our eyes peeled over on this. CWD, I got a little bit of the bounce slightly early. Little bit of that bounce slightly early right now at that time. Traders, can I also ask you guys a question at this moment? Is there anyone here that is 100% confirmed for 2:30 in the 5th? New York City rooftop party? Remember, start telling your friends, start telling your family. We are not charging anything for this. We are setting up, again, so Cobra Trading reached out to me and said, hey, Sean, let's have like a big event. And I said, how big do you want to have it? And he said, let's go as big as we can. And they said, okay, what's the best way to do that? I said, let's make it free. Let's make it free. Let's do a New York City rooftop takeover. That's free. I'm not here doing a sales pitch. There's no money to be made. I am not selling tickets. Cobra's not selling tickets. Katy Perry's not selling tickets. Day Trade Professor's not selling tickets. Big Daddy Max ain't selling tickets. Wolf Financial's not selling tickets. We're not selling tickets. We're just telling every single person, you want to have a good night? You want to have some fun? You want to meet me? You want to meet some other influencers? Want to meet Cobra? Want to meet all these other traders? Come on over here. 2:30 in the 5th, October 2nd, New York City rooftop takeover. We are, again, going to be here. We're going to be live. We're going to be having some fun. We're going to be hanging on out. We're going to be having some drinks, getting some food, and, again, just having a big networking event. So October 2nd, Thursday, 6 p.m. I'll see you guys there. It's free. Come on through. So I'm absolutely jacked up for that, to be able to meet you guys. So right now, we are all set here. Fired on up. Things are kind of slowing down, though, a little bit. Traders, MMA, stock's starting to spike a little bit. If you guys did not see, MMA did have a press release this morning. It says there's a 6K filing, but there's actually more than just a 6K filing. MMA had a press release right here. MMA and Trump. Donald Trump Jr. joins mixed martial arts group MMA as a strategic advisor. So Donald Trump Jr. joining MMA as a strategic advisor on how to be able to grow the company. So that's what we had over on MMA. Stock went from $1 up to $3, and right now MMA still trying to work its way back on up, hitting some highs. We initially had the spike and then the dump. So if you guys take a look, MMA's initial press release led to that big rip, went all the way up to $5, came crashing back on down, little bit of a pop at this moment. CWD is definitely not in the same level as OCTO. OCTO yesterday, team, was going crazy. It seems like today is a little bit of like the water break day. Now, team, let's take a second, though. First one to get this right wins. What is OCTO setting itself up in? What is OCTO right now setting itself up in? You may say, Deck, I don't know what that means. Well, again, people do know what I mean. What is the answer? OCTO, again, starts fading and falling. What can we start seeing? Traders, I love it. An MCB, 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 MCB. Absolutely, traders. Guys, we got a little McDouble burger right here. What are we talking about? A mid-candle breakout pattern. So we have seen this type of setup many, many times in the past, where we have day one, we go on a massive spike. The spike is so big, people take profits, shorters move in. Then day two, the shorters take on over and usually will drop the stock about halfway of the candle of the body of the candle. That means we're going to fall on down towards around $31, $32 today. And then day three, buyers move back in as we just fell all the previous day. So now it's a great dip buying opportunity. Buyers move on in. We start seeing big time breaks. We start seeing big time spikes. We start seeing big time moves. So I believe, what was it? HWH? Was that one? Yeah, like HWH. This is kind of the same exact idea. This was last week. We had very big spike. Red day moved on in. Overnight, we had a massive gap up and the stock started spiking again. We had a few other than HWH also. Let me see if I can find a few. HWH. I know there was a couple other ones last week as well. See if I can find ones that look very similar. Little heads on up. You still got that $22, $21 area. Right now at this moment, traders, OCTO, definitely watch for that possibility of the mid-candle breakout pattern tomorrow. CWD here, team. CWD, you are coming back down to the VWAP right now. If interested for a dip, it's still right there. If interested for the dip, it's going to be in the 22s. I would even go, if you want to play it safe, do the 21s. But that would be the dip buy. I am not in. I am not entering. But I just want to tell you guys exactly what I'm seeing, show you guys why I'm alerting that, and then obviously you can make the decision with your own money on what you would like to do over on this trade. So, Holt area is 22.30. We might get halted, but notice it's hitting the VWAP right now. VWAP's at 23.05. We just came on down to 23.01. So right now, CWB. Let's see if this one's going to get a little crack here. Perfect little bounce so far, though. Perfect little bounce right off that VWAP. Perfect little bounce area right off that VWAP mark. Let's see what's going on with CNBC right now. Little heads on up. Let's see if we get that crack. It looks like we're about to come on down towards the low of the day. As I said, you know, we could easily see the 21.60s to $22, 22.50. If we do start cracking, the Holt area is 20.73. I will tell you right now, traders, I cannot trade at this moment because I took a loss earlier. So again, Cobra is not allowing me to pull the trigger. I would personally put a dip buy in 22, 21, 20. I would spread out again dip buy orders in those areas with probably a stop loss right around 18.75. So I would be looking for dip buys 22, 21, 20, those three areas, stop loss in the 18s. That's what I would do if I was pulling the trigger right here. So I would not be in yet, but I would be, again, coming up here in the future to try to get a nice little dip buy bounce as we come on down towards the low $20 support area. And I would be looking for that nice long lower shadow, get filled, bounce back on up. Still holding that VWAP here slightly. Little heads up. Let's see what's going on with the market here. Potential tariff refund bill could top $1 trillion as Supreme Court fight looms. How tariffs are bringing maximum chaos as surprise charges hit consumers. 1 year in, Brian and Cole Starbucks looks different, but there are still changes. NBIS, Nvidia's shares soar 40% on Microsoft AI deal. Shake Shack launches French onion soup items. Oh, guys, that's how you know maybe. A little heads on up. You know that maybe just a little heads on up that like they're running out of things to say today when this is a headline. Okay? You know what? Kate Rogers wrote this. And I respect the heck out of Kate Rogers right now. I have no idea who Kate Rogers is. But we have one guy saying, hey, I'll take the tariff stuff. The other guy says, oh, I'll write about NBIS. The other guy on CNBC says, hey, Starbucks is doing really well. Right now, Kate is saying, I got no idea what I can write about. Well, you know what? Shake Shack just brought back French onion soup. I'm a big French onion soup type of guy. Let's throw it out there for the world. Okay? So, hey, Kate Rogers, if you're randomly listening to this at this moment and you just threw in the ultimate curveball in CNBC, we got Trump policy, we got NBIS with, again, Microsoft deal. Hey, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I think we're missing the big picture. There's French onion soup back at Shake Shack today. That's what I like. All right, so, hey, Kate is reporting the real news. Kate is reporting the news that matters. Let's see here, team. Let's see if we get the dip buy. Here we go. This would be the dip that I would be looking for. Can we get a green candle off this red candle here? I am not in this play, but I do want to see. I would have a stop loss around 18.75 at this point. This is not a trade I'm in on, but let's say hypothetically I'm in right now. 20, 22, 21, 20, stop loss at 18.75. That's what I would do if I were you, or if I was in on this play. So I would still be in right now. If I saw 18.75, I would be out of it. You got to keep my losses nice and tight if that was a thing. So again, right now I'm not in on this trade. This is, again, basically an imaginary trade, as I've been stating. But let's see. I would have a cost basis at 20, 21, 22. So I'd have like a $21 cost basis right now, 1,000 shares, let's say. I'd be down $2,000 at this moment, and my stop loss would just about be hit. Stop loss would be hit. So again, we did not get the big dip buy off the VWAP. So again, I am not in on this play, as you guys know, but I would 100% be out so far. Traders, take a look at this. So far today, this has been CWD. So far today, this has been CWD. I mean, there is money on the upside. There is money on the downside. CWD has gone from $49 back down to $18, guys. CWD, as fast as this play went on up, is as fast as this play has come crashing all the way right back on down. So, I mean, there has been no spiking. I mean, it kind of been like yesterday was the crazy day on the upside. Today's shorters are getting their revenge. Today's shorters are laughing to the bank. Today's shorters are saying, you guys took all my money away yesterday. I'm coming back in today. And guess what? CWD has been nothing but a ginormous red candle. MMA, it looks like a big green candle, but it's actually a big red candle from pre-market highs this morning. JEM, also again, nice dump. BON, also nice dump. LGHL right here, also getting a little weaker, fading itself on down, dropping. I do like PTM's chart setup, little heads on up. PTM, guys, getting that 50-day moving average, 13 EMA, tighter and tighter and tighter. So we do have this weakness over in this market at this time. We will see, of course, what we have. See what's going to be coming on up here next. But yeah, CWD's dumping, MMA's dumping, or MMA's trying to slowly grind. I don't know. I'm not seeing anything I absolutely love. Especially, again, already taking my loss today in pre-market. Probably not going to be jumping on anything. I do have to call Cobra, get my account back to good standing. Go from there. But I mean, traders, regardless. I mean, this market is fun. This market is exciting. This market at this time here, traders, it's pretty cool. It's pretty great. Team, I do want to open up the floor. Does anyone have any questions, comments, or concerns? We've been, again, live now since 8 a.m. this morning. Nice little 2 hours of commentary at this moment. Does anyone have any questions, comments, or concerns? Yeah, Tom V, it's a safety measure Cobra does. So, again, if you ever take a loss during a day, like, you know, a decent loss, and they, again, freeze your account so you don't, like, overtrade, you usually have to call them to just unlock it again. So it's more of like a safety precaution type of thing. It's not, you know, it's not small little trades. It's more if you kind of, you know, take a little bit of a larger loss. You know, let's just say it's like, you know, 15% of your account. Something like that. I don't know the exact number. CWD weakness. MMA still watching this one. Don Delos, how far past overbought until you change your strategy for a play? What do you mean, Don Delos? Like, how far past overbought? Like, how far past... I mean, the thing, a lot of times when a stock like OCTO or CWD comes on up, you really just don't know how high it's going to go. Like, some people come up to me and they're like, Dek, how high is this stock going to go? Where is this stock going to bounce at? All I'm trying to do is do the best analysis I can to be able to figure it on out. But there's no guarantees in the stock market. There is no such thing as a guarantee in the stock market. If anyone says, oh, I can guarantee I'm going to make 100% every single day, they're just lying. Traders, I, again, live stream in front of you. Who here has ever seen me win? Who here has ever seen me lose? Who here has ever seen... Like, the thing is, in whatever, 10, 15, 20 years, right? Who knows what I'm going to be doing? But when people say, oh, yeah, I used to watch, you know, Dek live stream, or I watch Dek live stream right now, people say, yeah. I mean, he was a legit trader, at least, right? He's trading real money. He's showing his wins. He's showing his losses. He shows when he has good days. He shows when he has bad days, right? That's what you have to realize. I'm not going to sit here and, again, you know, make up trades. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm making $1 bajillion off to the side. I'm doing everything I can, of course, live, but I also want to let you guys know there are times of unpredictability. I'm not going to sit here also and say, oh, I can predict every single move in the stock market. You just can't. And all you can do is kind of go with momentum sometimes. So MMA, JEM. You know what I've seen you never do? Celebrate a Jets win. It's because Jets don't win ever. I will say, though, I was surprised the Jets scored so many points, though. They had like 35 points on Sunday. I'm not used to that. I'm not used to that whatsoever. Guys, I remember back in the day, and again, I'm not condoning this in any sort of way. I'm not bragging about this in any way, but I do remember back in the day, me and my friends in college, we'd sit on down, and we'd say, let's go ahead and take a shot every single time the Jets have a first down. We didn't take one drink in all of the first half. That was a little while ago, okay? But I will say, again, that was a game that we would play. There was, again, games that we just sat there on the couch and didn't do anything. All right, so I mean, hey. Traders, PTNM, little spike up towards around $5. PTN up towards around that $5 mark. Again, a little bit of that squeeze, a little bit of that rip and that run and that pop and that climb. All right, traders, we're kind of coming down to that point where if you traded already, you made some good money. If you traded and shorted already, you're all set, ready to go. Again, unfortunately, I did take a loss here today. More of a frustrating loss because I didn't even realize I was in on the play. Not a bad trade. I didn't even realize I was in on it. That was the most annoying thing about my trade today. It was off to the side. I had, again, pending orders open, stock squeezed. I was doing a lesson. Next thing you know, I look at my P&L and I'm down in the red. And I said, what the heck? I didn't even realize that I was in on the trade. So that was the most frustrating thing about today. Other than that, though, again, I want to get my account back in good standing. We'll be all set, ready to go here. But I think the best thing is just like we did yesterday. Let's give this market an hour. Let's give this market an hour and a half. And then let's jump back on the mic to see if there's anything taking on off. And if there is, then of course we can keep doing more commentary. If there is, we can keep looking for more trades. If there is, we can keep getting some more action. So I'm excited to see what we get. I'm excited to see what's going to be coming on out. But I do think, again, I'm going to step back here, get a nice little hour and a half time for, again, the market to kind of consolidate and set itself on up. We have PTM right now spiking. It does not seem like there's any news on PTM. Let me just double check this, though. So, again, PTNM. Any sort of news? No news whatsoever. Just checked on FoxRunner. No news whatsoever over on PTNM. And getting a little bit of a rip and a run right there. So I'm going to log off again on Twitter and log off on YouTube. I'm going to put the brand new live stream back over on Tradecaster. And if we get anything going crazy, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump back on the mic and get ready to rock and roll. But at this time, I am not seeing anything too nuts. PTNM looks like this is going to be more of a pump and dump. Maybe it goes higher than what we expect. But again, CWD has been nothing but shorter's revenge today. This has been a ginormous red candle, shorter revenge all the way back on down. Hey. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, we're going to be waking up every morning, crushing it, getting ready to go. CWD is, again, getting dumped on off. Stay smart. Use your head. Don't put yourself in any sort of bad position whatsoever. And if you need anything, you guys can always email me at dekmartrades@gmail.com. Guys, I'm going to put the new scanners on up. I love you. Enjoy it. If you need anything, please let me know. CWD, possible dip buy in the $10, $11 mark. That's the next main support area, $10, $11. Other than that thing's getting weaker and weaker and weaker. Traders, I love you. Thank you so much. Enjoy this day and help me wrap it on up in 3, 2, 1. Woo! Amazing job, amazing work. I love you guys. Did you make money today? Did you make a profit today? Did you come out on top today? I'm the Batman.
I got this question the other day. Why are you successful?
So I ball so hard, motherfucker.
$1,000 profit today.
First niggas gotta find me.
$700.
$50,000 to a motherfucker like me. Can you please remind me? Ball so hard, this shit crazy. Y'all
$1,000.
know that don't shit phase. And as we go,
Lock it on up.
too when I look at you like this shit gravy. Ball so hard, this shit weird. We ain't even po be here.
$1,400.
It's only right that we be fair.
Who's ready for $1 million year?
Take your pick. Jackson, Tyson, Jordan, Game 6.